guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jen Rodriguez. Today we are talking crochet hair for the very first time. We're talking crochet hair.
So we fade in the rhythm.
Is sponsored by Toyotress hair. Shout out to them for sending me this beautiful hair. I'm going to show you guys the process that I use because I got this done really quickly. I've been watching my YouTube videos just like you to learn, so I'm going to share with you a few things that I picked up. And for those who have thin edges like me, who kind of have, you know, things to hide, especially around that hairline, make sure you stay tuned because I have some tips that I really think that worked well for me, and I hope that it helps you all too. So let's get into it.
Now, crochet hair sheds a lot, so of course I'm wearing a shirt I don't care about, and me and my Starbucks are ready to go. So I've got my Toyotress hair. It's the 14-inch Ocean Wave crochet hair. I've got 10 bundles here. The color is T4 going into 27. I don't know if the top's a 4 or not. It seems more like a 5-6. But anyway, the color is gorgeous. And of course, there's, again, 10 bundles of hair. And in each bundle are 10 pieces or 10 loops of hair. And it came with a crochet needle. Thank you, Toyotress hair. Now these are my braids. I braided my hair into cornrows. My braids are loose with a random bobby pin in there. And I left my edges out and my hairline out because it is a little bit more thin. Now looking at the back, I have about 6 braids in here. So I'm going to take 3 braids, make it into one big braid, flip it upside down, and fill in the gaps and sew that down. That helps me to maximize large to medium braids as opposed to using really small braids that could add more tension to my hair. I already have to crochet and make room for that hair and that needle to go through. So this is a way for me to take up more space. Now, if you see large gaps, don't worry. I'm going to show you how to fill those later in the video, so stay tuned. Next, I'm going to take one piece of hair and go ahead and start crocheting. So if you don't know about crocheting hair, basically you're going to take the needle open, slide it underneath the braid, loop the hair onto the needle, close the needle up, slide that hair down through the braid. There's a loop on one side of the braid, the hair on the other side. You're basically just going to tie a knot onto that braid. You can wrap that loop around 8 times if you want. You can do it 10 times. I'm doing it 2 or 3 because I'm only wearing this for like a week max, no lie. So you just kind of secure that onto the braid as tightly as you can and you move on. Now the good thing about the back of the hair is no one really sees what happens in the middle. As long as the nape looks good, if you choose to pull your hair up, that's all that people are really going to see. So I messed up a little bit here, but I really could care less. I'm just going to move on anyway. It's hard doing this on yourself. So kudos to you for trying, but ultimately no one's really going to see the middle part. So just do the best you can and move on. I think the top and the front and around the hairline is the most important part to me. So this is how the hair looks after about 2 packs. 1 pack was really just getting, you know, the base taken care of. The second pack was filling in the middle and starting up the sides. But look at that color. It's absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to see how this turns out at the end. Now, starting with the 3rd pack, I'm going to start taking care of my sides. And for that, I am going to use smaller sections. So I'm taking 1 piece of the hair and going ahead and ripping that into 2. It will cause some shedding. Just kind of take the extra hair and put it on the ground. It's no worries. But again, I am going to just very gently move that needle underneath the braid, loop the hair on, bring that needle downward, create my loop, and tie the knot onto the braid. You can do smaller pieces if you want, but I suggest doing the same size as you head toward the front, because again, that's where people start to see it if you hold the hair up. So you don't want like one big knot and then a little knot next to it. Just be consistent in your knots in the front and on the sides. That's what I would recommend. But yeah, I'm just going to move along and see what I can get done with this pack. as I get closer to the hairline, I'm just pulling my hair back gently just to get a visual of what I would see if I tried to put my hair in a ponytail. If I can squeeze in a little bit more hair, I'm going to take a small section and just crochet. Even though there's technically not a braid there, I feel like the knot, even if you don't pull too tight, you want to be gentle, but that knot will create a mini section and just add an extra gold piece, especially because of this color. I gotta have a little bit more hair toward the hairline. So this is after 3 packs, literally just 3 packs, and half of my head is done, which is amazing. So I am gonna just fill in some gaps where I can see it before moving on, but this is what we've got. Good length, good color, absolutely beautiful color. We're gonna head toward the front and get started on pack 4. All right, pack 4 did me right. This right here is starting to look really, really good. As you can see, I started to fill the gaps in the top, so we're headed to pack 5. Now with pack 5, I'm just really focused on filling in the middle at the top. Now I'm using smaller sections. When you pull the hair apart, there is going to be some shedding. So again, just quickly rip that and put it on the ground. And that's the only thing about crochet hair. It does shed throughout the process quite a bit, and it's not going to be perfect. But once I got about 5.5 packs in, I realized I was really almost done. And I have 3.5 packs left. So that's amazing. I'm just looking through around the hairline just to see where I can fill in some sections, just to, again, close any gaps and make it look more even when I pull my hair back. I have seen people do the rubber band method before. That just would not work for me. My hair's too fine and I've got some gaps and I've got, you know, a thinner hairline. So I don't want to add too much tension. So this is what works best for me. Now hang in there because we're almost done. We're just going to talk how to fill in some gaps, but let's just take a moment and just bask in the goodness of this hair. It looks so good. When I pull it up, I feel pretty okay about the back. It's not perfect, couple gaps, but I do go back and fix it. So at this point, I've added enough hair. I don't want to add more heaviness to my scalp or to my natural hair, so I'm not going to add any more pieces unless I have to. So I'm going to focus on closing large gaps. So to do that, I'm taking a few pieces around the head, separating them, and just adding more volume to the hair. Now around my part, that section's a little different, so I'm just going to take a little piece from one side of my part. I'm going to take my needle, slide it under both braids on either side of my part, add that piece onto the crochet needle, close the needle up, and slide that little piece of hair through both braids. Once I do that, I do a slight squeeze, and that's going to pull those braids a little bit closer together and close that gap, and I'm going to tie a knot to secure it. If anything, this gives me the illusion of color. I'm not going to take it too far to the hairline because let's be honest, crochet hair is going to look like crochet hair, okay? But here's the finished look.
Alright you guys, that's my video for today. I hope you enjoy learning a little bit more about Toyotress hair and crochet hair. I haven't tried this style in a really long time, so don't at me about my process. This is what works for me. But leave any tips below in the comments and let me know what you think about this look. I really love it. I love the color. I love the length. I feel like it's really nice. I feel a lot more comfortable going into more of the braids and more of the just all the different types of crochets that you can do. I feel a little bit more comfortable after trying it with ocean wave hair. So that's a little hot tip. If you feel like you want to kind of give it a try with this texture first, I highly recommend it. It's just so versatile in so many different ways you can, you know, just cover things and make sure it works for you. But you all let me know what you think of this look. Shout out to Toyotress for partnering with me on this hair, sending me this hair. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the love. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It would be a huge support to me. I will catch you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.